Hello and welcome to the Expressway mobile application training video. By the end of this video, you should feel 100% comfortable being able to count your inventory using this app. And hopefully, you will find it so easy that you will wonder why you even had to watch a video in the first place. Let's get started. The first thing you will need to do is enter in your email address and password that you use to log into the Expressway website and then click Login. Once you do, you will see new options across the bottom of the screen, allowing you to interact with the app. The home button will take you to the page that lets you begin the counting process. If there is no active count on the device, you will see only one option, and that is Retrieve Count Data. This will download your current storage areas and sequences to allow you to begin counting. Once you have clicked Retrieve Data, you will see in big red letters the current cycle ending date across the top of the screen. It is crucial that you confirm that you are counting for the correct cycle date. If you see a date in the past and you have just retrieved your data, it is likely that you have not completed the previous inventory cycle. You must do that before you are able to count for a new inventory cycle. Please contact the Xpress help desk if you need help with an issue with your dates. Otherwise, assuming everything is good, you will then see some additional buttons that are added to the screen. Count Inventory has been added, which is where you will be able to start counting your inventory. The Send Data button, which is grayed out initially because there are no counts that have been made on the device yet, will be available to you once you have started counting, and this is how you will send your data back to the web application. The final button, Clear Count Data, will clear out any current data that is on the device. This is useful if you are practicing or showing someone else the app, but do not want to send that data back to the web application. Don't worry, no matter what, your data is always backed up on the device, which you can access with the Restore button down below. Please request assistance before using that Restore button though. Let's go ahead and click Count Inventory to begin our inventory count. You will be brought to your Select an Area screen where you should see the storage areas that you have built in the application. Our goal, of course, is to go through each of these and count every item in them. So let's take a look at what this is like. I'm going to click on Freezer and it will bring me to the first item in the freezer. Here, we will get some information across the top of the screen, such as the item name as well as the pack size, and below that the most important part, the amount that has been counted of this item in the freezer. If you look a little further down the screen towards the middle on the right side of the screen, you will see a button outlined in blue that says Case. If you click this, it will change to Patty. This is your size switch, which allows you to count what you see and not have to do any conversions in your head. Just pay attention to the most important rule of counting. Always count by the size displayed. If the application is asking for Patty, you do not want to tell it how many cases you have. Aside from that little toggle, this page can be summed up as one gigantic calculator. If you know how to use a calculator, then you know how to use this app. The only difference is you have the ability to switch between sizes as necessary. So let's just look at a few quick examples to give you an idea of how that works. Starting with the most basic, let's pretend that we have 4 cases and 4 cases only of burger 2 ounce. We will want to toggle the size to make sure that it says case, and then we will click on the number 4 and we will then hit continue. As you can see, once I hit continue, it took me to the next item. The continue button works exactly like the equals sign button on a calculator. It just has the added bonus of taking you to the next item in the sequence. It is your way of saying, add the amount I just typed and take me to the next item to count. Now, of course, there may be situations where you need to do multiple operations. For instance, let's pretend that you have 7 cases of burger 4 ounce, as well as an additional 42 patties. We will start by making sure the size is set to case, and then we will click on the number 7. But instead of hitting continue, we will just click the plus key. As you will see, it will add 7 cases to the item, but we will remain on this item, allowing us to make further adjustments. We will go ahead and change the size to patty, and you will see all the numbers convert to display the amount by the patty, and then we can click 42 and then hit continue. This will add 42 patties to the 7 cases that you already counted, and because we clicked continue, it will take us to the next item. Now, of course, there is also a minus button, but as a little self-guided exercise, I will let you all try to figure out what that button might do. And that's all there is to it. Honestly, it is that easy. You will go through each item of the storage area, and of course, when you get to the last item in the list, it will ask you if you wish to continue on to the next storage area, or you can return to the Select an Area screen and choose the next storage area that you wish to count. You repeat that process through each of your storage areas, and you will have finished a complete count using the Expressway mobile application. Now, there are a couple of things that I also would like to show you. Do you see in the top right the search icon? This is a very useful little button as it allows you to quickly search for any item that is in the system, even if it is not in the current storage area. And you will be able to jump to that item and put a count on it. And then you will be able to return right back to where you were and continue on with your count. This is very useful if, for example, you forgot to put an item into a storage area, or if there's an item out of place in your store, but you still need to put a count on it. On the other side of the top of the screen, you will find the List button. This will bring you to a list of the items that are in this storage area, as well as show you the count that is currently on that item. You can scroll up and down, and even click on an item, and it will jump to that part of the area for you to continue your count. Across the bottom of the screen, you will see 3 buttons. This is your primary navigation. You can click on the Area tab, and it will take you to the Select an Area screen, allowing you to move between different storage areas. You will see the Category tab, which we are not going to cover, but it gives you a list of all of the items in your system organized by category, which is not the way we recommend counting your inventory. And finally, you will see the Home tab. Once you have finished counting, you will want to click the Home tab to return to the main screen, where you will be able to send your count data back to the Xpressway web application. As you can see, the Send Count Data button is now activated since we have made some counts, and all you need to do is click it, and it will upload your counts to the Xpressway application. Once you do that, you will see it will clear the data off of the device, and you will be ready to retrieve a new count file in the future when it is time to count again. If this is your first time counting using Xpressway Mobile, we absolutely want to hear from you immediately after you have sent your count data back to the web application. Just log into the Xpressway application on your computer and click on the Help Desk button to open a support ticket so that we can go over how everything went and show you the next steps in the Xpressway process. Thank you very much for taking your time to watch this, and if you have any questions at all, please do not hesitate to reach out to the Xpress Help Desk. We are always happy to help in any way we can.